I'm here and you don't have to worry that it's going to take too long. But I've just come to my friend's house, drove very far away. Sorry, my hair's a mess, I had a hat on. My laptop is apparently fixed, so we're going to see if we can finally get some background music. So I'll just plug this in, but you can begin posting your questions now if you like to. And I'll just plug this in. Ah! I banged my head. Well, my antlers. Banged my antlers. Right, okay. So we have to. Oh, the phone's not plugged in either. So let's do that. Let's go under here. Okay. So plug that in. And right. I'll try and get it so you can see the ball as well. Oh, we might be able to actually. Let's see. So maybe if I put it on top of that. No, you can kind of see it very, very slightly. Let's move this, angle this down a little bit more, shall we? Right. It's me getting in a comfortable position. Rarely. I'd rather be sat on the floor, I think. Maybe better. Maybe a bit better. Right, okay. And then we can see the ball. And I don't know, we won't be able to see the cards, I don't think. So we have, I'll go over those in a moment though. Gosh. Not that my hair is important to the stream, but when you just look at yourself and it's a mess, you're like, oh my. Right, okay. So we'll just see, yes, well, it's turning on. That's a good sign. So let's just wait for a moment. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. Right. I think it has to stay plugged in, though. Let's see. Oh. Seems a little bit slow. Well, hey! Okay, I really wanted you guys to see my Christmas tree. It's a bit too, it's tiny, but it's too big to be in shot, unfortunately. So we'll leave that for now. Right, so we have a Kashik. I know a lot of you have been asking for a Kashik, wanting a Kashik for a while. So we have a Kashik. Let me move the boxes out of the way. Sorry that I'm not prepared, but I was supposed to arrive here for 22, and I got here for 10 to. I just about had not quite enough time to set up before 3. So we will get to it. And just the loved ones. Come on, don't be shy. Hey, stuck. Okay, so we have Starseed. Ah, what's gone after that? Yes, I know I need to shuffle them. The universe is telling me to shuffle them. I know, I'm going to shuffle them all. So we have love cards. These angel ones today, these ones. We have a spirit animal, haven't had spirit animal for a while. We have chakra, and we have a Kashik as well. And crystal ball, of course, and background music. So yes, all good now. Please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I greatly appreciate that. And let's see what we can do. So we have Jasmine. Phil's Facebook account is visible to me. It has never been visible the entire time I've known him. Why is it visible now? Okay. So I don't know if there's been like an unblocking or something. I'm not 100% certain of that. But he has recently visited your profile. So that's a kind of a, like, he's visited your profile, so then you're showing up as someone he might know, if that makes sense. That kind of energy. Jan says, what are David's thoughts and feelings over me? Any intentions? Okay. There's kind of a neutral energy at the moment. It feels almost like not negative, but not bothered, kind of, that kind of energy, I'm sorry to say. Oh, who do we have? Pretty girl. Hello and welcome. Are you new? I didn't recognize her. Apologies if I should. But hello and welcome. Kevin, I'm doing well. I hope you are well. Pooja, I'm doing well. I hope you are well. Hope you're all very well, guys. It's really nice to see you. So Kevin says between Ashwarya, J, Pana S, Preeti S, and Noreen Y, whom should I try and make more connection with, which will benefit me the most? Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing a P come through. Preeti. Yes. Ankita, hello. Says, did Bogart AZ or Az get on with Bogart Al? I guess a yes on that. Leela, hello and welcome. Kieran, what's going on between my friend Lyric and her boyfriend LJ? A little bit of upset, a little bit of arguments going on at the moment there. Sid says, will my carbuncle spirit, sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, still be bound, or is more likely tomorrow now? Seems more likely today. Ocean, hello. Jan, when will David unblock me? Okay. It seems a lot less likely now. It seems like almost like a change of heart. Like it's unlikely to happen, unfortunately. Ankita says a card of my choice, but I know that you've asked for Akashic a few times, so I'm going to give you an Akashic. I just need to give them a bit of everything's cleansed, but I just need to do a bit of a shuffle because I did cleansing boxes, so right, okay. Ankita, the waterfall. Okay, so the waterfall is about, that is it's emotions. So the waterfall is about emotions. So it can either suggest that you are an over emotional person generally. Usually you're an over emotional person, so you're being called to balance your emotions. But if you don't resonate with that, if you don't feel like you are an over emotional person in general, it's more linked to a specific event that's going to happen, where someone's going to try to bring negative emotions out in you. They're going to try to get a rise out of you. They're going to try to invoke anger or get like a comeback from you. So just make sure you remember this card when you feel called with that negative emotion, and then they will just try not to. Just try to be in your higher energies and don't rise to them. Just be warned that someone's going to do that. Ocean says you're looking gorgeous as always. I just feel a little bit messy because I literally just got here. So it's like an hour and a half drive, which isn't bad. But I'm trying to make it for free, and I'm like, if I get there for 20 to 3, I'll definitely have enough time. And then I get here and I'm like, oh, I can't open the gate, everything's going wrong. But well, no, everything isn't going wrong. The laptop is fixed, we are good. But yeah, hopefully it wasn't too late, and hopefully didn't upset anyone. Sid says, will I win £50 on Jackpot Trader today if I play, or will I win anything? Okay. I'm guessing a no on that, unfortunately. I'm really sorry to say. An angel card for Pooja. Let me know if we have, if I because this is members, isn't it? Let me know if I accidentally answer any non-members questions, because I get carried away. But I think I have the chat set correctly this time. But Angel Force, Pooja, sorry, not Sid, Pooja. So we have creative writing. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, or pen an article or book. So sometimes we get this reminder when we're people who do journal, dream journals, manifestation journals, anything writing, anything we might do, we can have reminders like maybe you're not keeping it up as well lately, or something like that. Or maybe you're just not doing it at all and you're being guided to get back to it. Kieran says, how can my friend Lana make more money? What does she need to do? She's facing shortage, okay? There seems to be guidance to a different kind of root chakra path. It feels a little bit like, I'm guessing like at home, like remote kind of work energy coming through. It feels like a shift to a totally different path. So this could be, you know, getting a job, a specific job if she doesn't have one, or changing a job. It's like a shift in the root chakra, going to a different path, and it does feel like remote work. Thank you, Rain, for the compliment on my antlers. Yeah, I love them. I do wear them every Christmas. Yeah, my mother got me them years ago, and I think they're very, very cute. So thank you. So it says, will I win anything on Jammy today? I guess I'm gonna know on that. I'm sorry, it seems like not a great day for winnings. Jan says, on the 4th, I edited my last text to David and wrote a heartfelt apology to him. Has he read it or seen it? And if not, when will he see it? Okay. So I'm guessing a no to him reading it yet. I'm guessing a no to that. So let's see if we can get when he will. I'm guessing like 2 to 3 days. Kieran says, when will my friend Lyra conceive her baby? Okay. I'm guessing like about around 4.5 months. So it says, yay, music. I think it's much better, and I'm really glad that I have it in time for doing channelings, because I think that's the worst one, where you kind of sat in silence as I write. I do appreciate the music. So Ankita says, should I go for option A, B, or C? Okay, so you're thinking of something in your mind, A, B, or C. Okay. I'm guessing C. Ashley says, what energy is in Lee today? Oops, click something by accident. I'm guessing a little bit of like stepping into power. I'm guessing a little bit of like positive energy around the solar plexus, like feeling a bit more confident. So I feel like there's going to be some more conscious awareness of thoughts and thinking about things in the forefront of the mind a little bit more, like really considering things. There's like a growth of confidence, I would say. Sid says, I love your Christmas tree. I know, but I really want it on stream. Maybe I could just like or like up there, maybe, if it doesn't fall over. Is that good? It's too far away, it's so small. Looks like it's falling over. Is it wonky? There we go. Oh no, I'm in the way. If it falls over, I'm going to be very sad. I don't want to get soil on the couch, but there we go. It's Christmassy. I'm going to get some lights. So, sorry, questions. Kieran, what's going on with my friend Alondra and her BF? Okay. I get kind of a positive energy. Things seem to be, I'm guessing like things are good there. Jan says, what will his reaction be to the message I wrote, and how will he feel about it? Okay. At the moment, I'm guessing like there's definitely a softening of emotions and a feeling the connection towards you, but I'm still guessing at the moment kind of ignoring, unfortunately. Akashic for Ankita. I think I did do you one, but you can have as many of each deck as you want if you feel drawn to it, so let's do another. Okay, views of the ego. So views of the ego, it's about a certain person in your life who might be selfish. There might be someone who is a friend, but given the opportunity, if they had the opportunity to progress their life by backstabbing you, they would do that. By crossing you, they would do that. So it's a selfish person, someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart, someone who's really out for themselves. So they're either in your life right now, or they're going to come into your life very soon. And the positive thing is drawing the card upright, so you will have the right intuition about who this person is. So just bear that in mind. At least you're going to have the right intuition about who that person is. So you will, we always kind of say like, oh, well, let's cut them off. Let's cut them off. But they might be like a family member, they might be a co-worker, they might be very ingrained in the friends group. You might not be able to cut them off, but keep them at arm's length as much as possible. Don't trust them with money. Don't tell them your plans, your dreams. Don't be vulnerable around them. It's just knowing what energy and what conversations to have with which people. Akashic for financial. Okay, so you have Caught in the Ruins. So Caught in the Ruins for financial, it can suggest that there was something, ruins is the past. So it can suggest that there was something that you used to do that you could make money from now, like something you're trained in or something you learned or you used to do as a job that you can make money from now. Or it can be that it's something that you intended to learn, like maybe you had this idea like, oh, one day I'll do that, and then you put it on the back burner. It's a calling, a draw to do it now. Don't leave it on the back burner. Get into it, you know? Guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please do like it. It's quite important for member streams because of course, there's only like 34 members, but 1,000 odd subscribers. So what we want is to keep boosting the videos, and even if they're members ones, just to keep people seeing the videos and people joining us, you know? So if you could like the video, I would greatly appreciate it. I know we won't get that many likes because there isn't that many of you, but yeah, I would appreciate it. Jasmine says, shared parenting is set in place now. Did I make the right decision in agreeing to this, or will there be drama behind it? Okay. So I am seeing some energy of drama. It seems low. It does seem low, so that's good. But I'm also being told that it is the right decision. So unfortunately, I might still come with a little bit of ups and downs, but it doesn't seem too bad, which is good. Card of my choice for Rain. I'm going to do Starseed because I don't know if any of you saw my short. I posted a short this morning, I think. This morning GMT. And it was a place that I went to meditate last night. And you will watch the short because the room that the meditation was in was amazing. All the paintings, you want to see the paintings on the walls, and that's what I would love you to see. If you haven't seen that short, just maybe when we finish this, or just jump out now quickly and go to my last short and watch it, because the paintings on the wall of all the different types of star seeds is really amazing. It's honestly, it's worth a watch. It's only like 30 seconds. Really amazing location to meditate in. So I'm going to do star seeds for Rain. Stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So stillness. You're being called to just reflect, not really act right now. You could maybe plan, but don't act right now. A little bit of stillness. As Leela says, what are these feelings towards me? Okay. Getting a soft energy, but it feels more like you have a place in my heart, but in the back of my mind. So it's like you're not in my attention, but you are there. I do have care for you. Jan says, oh no, what have I done? The second I restored my Discord profile as soon as I did, David right after deleted his post on the server. Why is this? Does he think I'm moving on, or was it to not upset me or something? Okay. Yeah, the energy I'm getting is more not to upset you. Not to upset you. That's coming through. I am just so made up of this. Let's see. Sid says, Acacia called for my financial situation too. Okay, so you have Archangel Michael. So there's some protection around you. So what I would say is, that doesn't protection around your finances doesn't necessarily suggest increase and abundance, but it can suggest like not getting worse. They're not getting worse. They're going to be protected. If you do need something, even if you can't pay for it financially, you're going to manage to attain it in some way. Things that you need. So this is like protection around. It might not be things that you want. It might not be like luxury things, but around what you need, you have protection. But there is the children as well, like the protection of the children, so there can be protection of the inner child and things like that, which when we get that with financial, sometimes our financial situation can get us down. We can feel very down by not having a lot of abundance right now. This is about lightening that energy and trying to, instead of feeling like upset that you don't have anything, feeling positive that it will come to you, tapping into light-hearted. So the inner child or the children in the cards is about the light-hearted energy. So don't be in light-hearted energy, be in positive energy, believe that you can increase, believe that it can increase. Don't get down about it being low, and just because today doesn't look like a good day for winnings doesn't mean that tomorrow won't be. So Pooja says, what are N's most recent thoughts about me? Okay. So I just get like a flash visual image of you in his mind in kind of a daydream. It's kind of just a visual image. There's no thoughts around it, like there's no message behind it. It's just you. And that was about 3 days ago. So love card for Kevin. Oh, did I shuffle them? I was asked to shuffle them. Let me just make sure. Let's make sure. I think that's good. A love card for Kevin. Make the effort. So you have make the effort. This love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. So making the effort, when we're in a situation where we're not in a like serious relationship, making the effort can be like putting ourselves out there to get into a relationship, making the effort to maybe go on dates or meet people, things like that. Acacia card for marriage for Kieran. Okay, so this one is the balance of mind, body, and spirit. It's really about being in that balanced energy, the will of the universe, and energy of love around you. So it can be about divine timing when it comes to the will of the universe, but it does suggest as well that love is the highest energy of all. So in terms of marriage, I would say there's divine timing in place, but it's also saying that the time will come where you're in that situation where you're with that person you're definitely going to marry, when your mind, body, and spirit is balanced. So I don't think that's the case for everyone. I don't think we have to be totally balanced to get married, but it's just saying that for you, your mind, body, and spirit are going to balance a little bit more before you meet that person. So it could be just a little bit of a journey of self-work, a little bit, and that could just be self-love if you feel a little bit, like maybe that's what you need. Jan says, what are David's most recent thoughts of me and when was it? Okay. So we have thinking of reaching out about 2 days ago. Kieran says, why is my friend Lana facing financial issues? Yeah, so there's two things. So there is a block in the root chakra, so removing that block would help, but there also is a little bit of energy surrounding like lessons that we come here to learn. Sometimes we do come here to learn lessons of, hardships and struggles and going through challenges. So there's a little bit of that. So removing the block would help, but I do feel like a little bit of the challenges are meant to be there at this time, unfortunately. Sid says, will I see my Gorgon art in full physical form in January 2026? Getting a no on that one, unfortunately. Kevin says, what are Shan's current intentions for me and what does he want? Okay. I'm feeling like a friendship. I'm feeling like wanting to have a connection with you, but it does feel like a friendship if you're asking that kind of question. Pooja says, what Expectations does my soulmate person have for his future relationship connection? Probably that will be me. So what expectations, okay? So there's expectations really of a strong support. So it's like really having my back, really, not, I wouldn't say like just blindly agreeing with me, but being agreeable in a sense, to a degree, if that makes sense. Not to the point where you're just lying and pretending to be the same, but you know, not being very argumentative, combative, you know, things like that. A calmness, a desire for like you know, like a calm relationship, you know. Leila says, what does Tom think about me? There's some level of an attraction. I'm not 100% if this is physical attraction or like a draw towards your energy, your personality, something like that. But there's definitely like a very likable kind of attraction. Pooja says spirit animal. Here. Oh, you have dog spirit. Dog spirit is very cute. Be loyal to what you love. So the dog spirit is all about loyalty. If you think about dogs, you know, they're just so loyal. They're so innocent and sweet and just so. Oh, I love dogs. And that's the dog spirit. If you want to tap into, especially the dog spirit's a nice one to tap into when you're in a relationship. You know, because you know, even if you're not a cheat and you're not, you know, you're a very honest, nice, positive person, the energy of loyalty within a connection is really strong and positive to keep. So we don't always know the intentions of the other person. Even if they seem super loyal, super nice, they might not be. So having the dog spirit totem in a relationship can be very powerful as well. It can actually help on both sides. So Kieran says, what prospers feelings and intentions towards me, okay? Have very positive feelings. There's definitely kind of like a, I don't know if it's like feeling influenced by you, but there's kind of like a level of respect in some way. But I don't really feel much in terms of intentions, like anything like a, yeah, like I feel like it's just kind of like go with the flow kind of energy. It's not really like a plan of any kind of intention. So it says, when will I be able to see my fairies and angels in full physical form? I'm getting August 2026 for the Fae energy around you. Ocean says, how is Yuto feeling towards me? We made up via text yesterday. I feel like positivity, and I do feel a bit of relief. I do feel a bit of relief there, but I do feel positivity towards you generally, but relief around the situation. Jan says, what in David's Discord wrapped 2025? If so, what did he feel seeing me? Oh, was I? And what did he feel seeing me there? Okay. So I get a yes, and I do get kind of like wondering whether to reach out kind of energy. So that's coming through again. So maybe that was around the same time. Kira says, what's trying to come forth in my life? Making connections. Throat chakra energy seems very strong, so it's like making connections, which I feel like you know, the intention could be to lead to a love connection, but making connections. Throat chakra, like friendly, you know. Pretty girl, will me and Mohammed make up and go back to normal? Go back to normal. It feels like it's it feels like it's possible. I feel like it's about 60 to 65% prominent, which I would say that's not the best. You can work on manifesting a little bit with that, but it's higher than 50%, so that's what you want, at least what you want. So yeah, it is prominent that it's a possibility. Kieran, what challenge will I face in this month December? It's a bit of a broad question because you could have a lot of challenges. It's like a month, you know. When we ask about things like for the whole month, do bear in mind, guys, that can't open up a whole reading. You know, I mean, I could try and hone in on like one specific thing. Let me see. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm kind of resonating with that views of the ego card. I'm kind of resonating with someone being untrustworthy in a way. So yes, that could be like it could be December or a little bit out, little bit longer than December. So like, are the lawyers going to get back to me? I guess a yes, but I definitely get a weight on this. It definitely feels like I get the energy of like dragging my feet. Sid says, will there be any sins from me for the sin eater entity to eat? I guess a yes on that. Kevin says, what can I do to make sure I'm under a Sharanth's project? Anything specific which will impress him, okay? So it's much more an energy of keep up what you're doing. It's much more like a supportive energy. Like you really have the ability to align on that path. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, it's much more like a support energy. Like that's really possible. So good for you if that's what you're trying to manifest. Then I think you have a good possibility there. Sid says, do I sin enough for a sin eater entity? Get a no on that. Julia, hello and welcome. Will A message me and talk with me soon, or this won't happen? Okay. Okay. So it will happen, but it won't be too soon. It won't be too soon. It doesn't feel like it's going to be this year, so I'm really sorry to say that. Unfortunately, I'm really sorry to say that. But I'm getting it'll be a bit longer there. Eslila, does Lee want to contact me and does he think about me? Yes, there's definitely, but it feels like the desire to contact you and the you coming into the more conscious mind is very recent. It seems very recent. Kevin, what are Shan's current feelings and thoughts about me? This kind of like interest, like I really feel like it's wanting to have more opportunities of conversation with you. That's how it feels. And Keita says, what did I have the dream? Sorry, itchy eye. Why did I have a dream of my boyfriend cheating on me? Okay. So it definitely feels more like a worry dream than a premonition dream, but I would just be mindful because we can have premonition dreams, especially about things like this. So I would just be mindful and watch out for any red flags just in case. But it's coming up as a worry dream, so hopefully things are okay. Kieran, why is LJ not nice towards my friend Lyric? What's bothering him? I'm guessing like a fed up, like stressed energy. Like this person's put a lot of um I wouldn't say trauma dump, but like put a lot of negative energy on me, like spoken about lot of negative things, and I feel like it's just being a little bit tired of it. Jan says, what are David's intentions towards me? It's uncertain at the moment. It seems quite unclear. It's like I'm not sure what I want to do. That's really the energy. Like I'm really not sure. Pretty girl, Mo Mohammed, talk to me and communicate this week. It seems low prominence for this week. It does seem low prominence, but there's definitely a possibility of that. Kevin says, what will Shan like about me the most, physically and personality wise? actually getting hair come through, but your personality-wise, let's see. So feeling like there's a little bit of a quirkiness kind of comes through, and then also like humor, like resonating with humor. So you know, maybe being in that light-hearted energy is a good idea. I'm feeling like resonating with your humor a little bit. Ocean. Oh, wait, have I skipped one? No, I haven't. Am I ready to be friends or friendly acquaintances with Yuto? Yes, yes. Sid says, if I go back to church, would Angel O or Angel B be the only spirits that will come with me? No, I get to know on that. Pooja, recently 2 of my maternal uncles are sick and not well, and I am a little busy with them. Is there a higher purpose behind my involvement there? Yes, this is definitely a test of your healing energy, your healing abilities. So yes, I would say yes. Pretty girl says I'm not new. I'm Nora. Just haven't gone in a while. Okay, I'm so sorry that I didn't feel that. I didn't pick that up. I'm only seeing handles now. I'm not seeing display names. So for some people, I just know instantly. I'm like, oh yeah, that's that person. So I apologize for not knowing that right away. But thank you. And nice to see you. I know you don't jump in a lot, so it's nice to see you. Hopefully you'll be on for channeling, not tomorrow, but the next day. Hopefully you guys can make it. So at the moment, I'm doing 3 p.m. streams. I know it's a bit early for some of you, but on the, I think it's 15th, 16th, and 17th, or 14th, 15th, 16th. It's 3 days in a row. I will be doing 8 p.m. streams, so we'll be doing some late ones. They are scheduled, but can anyone see the scheduled streams? Because when I go to the homepage, I can't see the scheduled mobile streams. I've scheduled 4, but I can't see them on the homepage. So let me know if you can. If anyone can let me know that, I would be grateful. We have something. We had like a super sticker or something. I didn't see it come through. Sunlight. Why are the lawyers dragging feet energy? Okay. So I'm getting a few things. I'm getting a lot of paperwork. I'm getting a lot of other like clients or customers or whatever you might call them. It's like a real busy energy. Like I'm trying to prioritize things, and I keep putting this back. I keep putting your thing back. Let me try and find where I was. I see a few of you I haven't connected with yet, so I'm excited to see you. Let me see. Let's see. So yes, it's around here. I think we're up to Kieran. What special gifts or abilities do I have? So claircognizance seems to come through strongest. So it's kind of like having a really strong intuition. It's like you do know things, but you just feel them. It's not necessarily like you see visions or hear things. It's more a feeling, a knowing, like an inner knowing. You seem very connected to that, but it does seem like you have the ability of clairvoyance, so the ability of visions. But it doesn't seem like you're fully tapped into that. You have the ability of it, but people with claircognizance are often very good with tools like tarot, crystal ball, scrying, pendulums, things like that. People with claircognizance are often very good at that. So that's something to bear in mind. Thank you, Kieran. Sorry, Ankita. Says everyone like before posting. Thank you, I greatly appreciate that. If you haven't liked the video yet, please do like it. I greatly appreciate that. We have like an hour and a half left, so I will get to some of your questions if you haven't had any answered yet. Jan says, why is David neutral and unbothered towards me? Is he just distracted and a lot lately? Or is he done with the connection and is this temporary? Okay. So at the moment, it is looking mostly like being done with the connection. I definitely feel like there's possibility for because there is a softness and still a draw towards you. I feel like there's possibility for this to flip back, but at the moment it does feel like done with the connection. Yes. Kevin, how can I better connect with Preeti S? Any suggestions? Okay. It feels really just putting yourself out there in conversations, like just things, social, even just social things about what you're doing, but also just social things as well, and just making sure that there's like a line of communication in some way. So it says it's Bogart as or Ayaz. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Still here. Yes. I'm guessing yes on that. Kevin says, what benefits I might get if I connect more with Preeti S? Okay. Yeah, the opportunities. So it's the opportunities that you will get here seem like quite aligned and quite aligned to your like kind of higher vibrational life path, if that makes sense. So they're good opportunities. Pretty Gal says, how is Mohammed feeling about me after our heated convo? I feel like there's a lot of regret around it. There's a lot of regret, but there's also feeling there's a regret and a softness towards you, but there's this kind of like ego at the forefront of like I'm in the right kind of energy. Pooja says, will I meet my soulmate person in Bangalore City? And if yes, when is the possibility of traveling there? So this is highly prominent, and it would be, so I'm getting two possibilities, but they're both in the end half of the year, one for next year and one for the year after. So the end of 2026, the end of 2027. If you are to meet there, they are the timeframes that it would be. Because this person does travel, not like super like traveling all over constantly, but travel occasionally, there could be possibilities to meet in other places sooner, if that makes sense. So Ankita, I missed Member's aura reading. Will it happen again? Yes, I think I have my aura things here. So we have this plan today. I don't have a stream plan tomorrow because I'm visiting a little town that has a lot of spiritual kind of stores there. So I've never been, so I thought I would visit there. Maybe, you know, I'm always on the hunt for new spiritual items, tarots, things like that. And as some of you know, I'm beginning like a miniature sound healing collection. So when I'm traveling on the road, I can still give sound healing sessions as well without my big instruments, my big chimes, and my big gong that some of you have seen. So I'm getting like a mini collection. It's not done yet. There's not enough to do a session with the ones I have yet, but I'm getting there. I'm feeling good. So yeah, so that's sorry. So we have this stream today. There isn't a stream scheduled tomorrow because I'm going to that town, but it depends on like what sessions I get booked in for when I'm up, because you know I kind of plan my sleep schedule sometimes around sessions. So tomorrow there will be a stream tomorrow, but it's just not planned. So it could be, I could do like an early one, I could do a slightly later one. There will always be, at the moment for the next few days, there'll always be 3 p.m. will probably be the latest start. So I do apologize to you American people who it's not going to resonate too greatly with. Hopefully I can catch you. But depending on how I fit things in tomorrow, there will be a stream tomorrow. So it could be aura, it could be bone reading. We'll see what we're kind of resonating with tomorrow. So we could do crystal ball today, bone or aura tomorrow, the channeling the next day, and then the next day we could probably do an aura or a bone again. Or I might even do like a longer crystal ball on that day because I'll be going away again, and I won't for the last 3 days of the week, I won't be able to stream reading streams like this. I'll be at a UFO conference, so I will stream a little bit, but I might not get to do readings. I might do, we'll see. But so I might plan like a longer crystal ball for it's Monday today, Tuesday, Thursday. So if I can make a longer crystal ball on Thursday, I will do that because I think that will be better for all of us. So yes, tomorrow I might do bone reading or aura. Maybe I'll manage to fit them both in, but it will be before 3 p.m. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that. But next week, we're doing later streams, so that will fit better for you American people. And maybe we'll do a poll about what you guys would prefer tomorrow, whether you prefer bone or aura. But I know some of you have had the aura already, so you might prefer bone. Who knows? Ocean says, "Is my friend Naza and Rakuto a good match romantically? Apologies for my pronunciation. A good match romantically." Yes, I do get a yes on that. I wouldn't say like it's the highest path for both of them, but it does seem positive. Kevin says, "Can Sharon potentially remove me from the team? If yes, then should I let it happen, or how can I prevent it?" So I'm guessing a yes, but I'm also guessing that it won't happen. So it seems like they have the potential, but that it's not going to happen. John says, "Why is David having a change of heart? Do you see him changing his mind?" Like I said, the possibility of him changing his mind is there, yes. Sid says, "What attracted Bogart Al to come here?" The ease of your connection with spirits. You're highly you're highly on the medium kind of level, so they will be more connected to you. A lot of spirits, a lot of different types of spirits. Jasmine, why was Phil visiting my profile other than people you may know? And why did he unblock me? I've never seen his profile until this day. I even click on his profile and let him have me blocked in the first place. Okay. Yeah, there was a little bit of a spontaneous urge to message, and it feels like that's kind of the avenue that I do think that he saw you. I don't know if he saw you or he searched for you. I feel there's definitely a like seeing you, but I don't know if it's like seeing you in his mind and then searching, or seeing you on there. But it was like a draw to reach out, so there's an unblocking. Kevin says, "What is going on LJ's mind towards my friend Lyric?" I just feel like there's a bit of tension there. I feel like there's a bit of tension there. I feel like there's a bit of stresses, maybe misunderstanding energy. It feels temporary though. And Kita says, "Is the person on my mind is a fraud?" I guess a no on that actually. Sid says, "Will Alfie ever speak to me again?" I guess a yes on that. Nora says, how do you see the connection between us going when I travel the next few months?" So I'm guessing mostly a low energy for it, unfortunately. I'm seeing like, I feel like there will be some connection, some communication. I do feel that, but it feels like few and far between. It feels infrequent, unfortunately. Damini, hello and welcome. Love card for Damini. Here you are. So we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. True and lasting love is here for you. So that's very nice. Kevin says Acacia. So, oh, you have the Oracle of Delphi. So this one is it's like suggesting like an epiphany coming. So it could be a spiritual awakening. It could be like an enlightenment type of energy, but it could also be an epiphany about something that you're trying to achieve or manifest or something like that. But an epiphany, so really positive. You coming to the knowledge of something yourself and implementing that in your life in a positive way. So that's really nice. Kevin says, oh, sorry, I just did that one. Jan says, "If I send him a message on my alt, how will he react to this? Will he actually speak to me?" I don't get a super positive reaction, but I do see speaking to you. It's going dark here, so I'm just going to see if I can if I can bring that lamp over here, I don't want to be like in the dark trying to read the messages. So just bear with me one moment, the lamp's only there. You can see if I can plug that in, give us a bit of extra light. But we've got a bit of sunlight coming in at the moment, so yeah, we don't want to be in the dark, so bear with me just for one moment. Oh. So it is good light, if I can just bring it over. Oh, it's very heavy. Oh, Venus. Don't break it, don't break it. Right, stretch. Oh, I think it will. No, no. No. Just plug it in somewhere else. Let's see if I close by. I could take my phone off for a while. Turn it this way. Just bear with me. No, turn it this way. Hopefully it reaches. Oh, it's like just about not long enough. Sorry about this. I just didn't want to not be able to read the messages. Oh yes, just about got there. We have some extra light. Oh hey. Okay. I didn't knock the Christmas tree over. Just a little bit. Okay. We are back. We have light. Let there be light. Okay. Sorry about that. I just really wanted to make sure I could continue to read the messages. So we did the love card for Damini, Akashic for Kevin, Akashic for Kevin. Oh, I'm really bright now. Maybe a little bit too bright, but oh wait. What's better? Okay. So we have loving elementals. So loving elementals. So this generally for the highly spiritual people, it is about connecting with elemental spirits. You know, maybe you want to work kind of with the elements. You know, like wind, earth, water, fire. You might actually want to work with them if you're doing any manifestation, spiritual work, things like that. Might want to connect with your like elemental guides as well, any guides that are connected to the elements as well. But also it's about connection with your own inner child. So we have a few people getting inner child things come through lately, but connection with inner child, connection with inner child, and also with this one, healing of emotions. So if there's emotions that you're suppressing or things that you need to do, whether you need spiritual work or you need a bit of therapy or you just need to talk to someone or you need to let your like negative emotions out in a creative way, anger, whatever it might be, you're really being called to focus on that as well, the emotions there. But yeah, on the more spiritual side, for more spiritual people, can be about using the elements for manifesting or connecting with guides. Jan says, if I send him a message on my alt, how will he react and will he actually... Oh, am I doing this? Did I already give you an Akashic? Sorry, you have two. That must have been meant to be that you have two for Kevin. So sorry about that. Ocean, should I start Monjaro tomorrow? I'm stalling starting. Okay. That's not big anymore, so take that out. Sorry. Yes, I'm getting a yes on it. So if you're stalling, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe go with your own intuition. But I'm getting a yes on it. So sorry. Get comfortable here. Kevin says, how is A feeling and thinking about me currently? Any changes? Okay. So I'm getting a no on that at the moment, unfortunately. Kieran says, what does LJ want from my friend Lyric? I feel like this desire for things to be good. I feel like this desire to, you know, work through things to be positive. I do feel like there's desire for that. Jasmine says, why would he have me blocked in the first place when I didn't even know he had a Facebook account? Yeah, it's just coming through as like, it seems like quite in the distant past that there was a time when he was not wanting like contact from you, and it feels like he at this time it feels like there was a few, not a few, like maybe 2 or 3. Well, that's a few, I suppose. Girls that he was kind of. Either they had interest in him or he had interest in them in some way, but he didn't want any contact from them. So he like actively found you and these other 2 people and blocked them on Facebook. That's how it seems. So it says, will I be able to get down to 8 stone on Wegovy without being taken off it or the pharmacy finding out? Okay. So unfortunately I'm getting a no on that. Unfortunately I'm getting a no. Jan says, what is the point of my guides to open up a path for me and encourage me to go on it, and then when I do decide to go on it, they close it? This is super frustrating and makes no sense. Okay, so the whole point in this path is, so David is serving a purpose to you to help you to recognize that Caden isn't the only option for you, and that you have other options, there's other paths you can go down, and you can have emotions and feel drawn towards other people. So it's all about that. It's all about opening up a path away from Caden and to understand that you have other options, and that will always be options around you, and they won't all work out, but there will always be something that you can do. Sorry. Sid, when I get down to 9 soon, will I be taken off Wegovy? It's coming like just under 9 stone, just under. Pooja, why am I getting bad feelings about N, that he, even when he was not confirmed about his for me, he still chose to stay involved with me in the past. I'm feeling he wasted my time and cheated. Yeah, so you're going through a healing process of coming to terms with the fact that he's not for you, and that, you know, that isn't really going to work out. So you're kind of coming to terms with that. So you're going through this process of, you're shifting from feeling like a strong love energy to, you know, like you're saying, feeling like it was a waste of time, feeling negative energy, because those other emotions are coming up, the anger, the frustration, and things like that. As we go through the healing process from moving from a connection, especially to inflame, we go through these different emotions, and that's just the stage that you're at the moment. So I would say just go through it. Just go through it. You know, it's that's how it goes. You know, you kind of have to just feel those emotions, and they will change, they will shift, and you will release eventually. Pretty Girl says, should I call him or will he reach out? So the energy kind of comes as like, if there's no reaching out within maybe a week to call, but to give space right now. Sid says, if not, when I get down to 8.5 stone, will I be taken? So yeah, just under 9 stone I got. Dominion says angel card. There you are. So Classentians, Archangel Ragiel, Ragul. I can not pronounce that one. Classentians, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So recognizing our feelings at certain times, when we're feeling it, what we're thinking about when we're feeling it. Are we thinking about something positive but getting a negative feeling? We need to listen to that, you know? Sid says, will I be able to get that down to 7.5 stone without Wegovy if I can stay on Wegovy until I get down to 8 stone? So I'm not getting you going to as low as 7. I'm not getting that. It's not really, it doesn't seem very prominent with or without medication. Sid says, did Danielle T ever genuinely care about me? I guess a yes, but it's very minimal. Jasmine says his profile status is set to single. Why is that, or did he just never bother to change it? I'm guessing that he changed it during a big fallout, during, you know, when like a split. They spent some time apart. Kevin says, will I be asked to be moved to Bangalore? If yes, then should I accept it or should I say no? It's possible, and if you do, you should accept. Sid says, when I move back to my flat, should I get a hamster or a jumping spider? I'm getting spider. Jasmine, your antlers are cute. Your headpiece also makes me want to wear some, but my hair is short. I probably still could wear it. I don't know, I haven't tried. Yeah, to me, it's like a nice change, you know, because around Christmas time, I do like to get Christmassy. You guys probably have seen my Christmas cardigan that I wear often on stream around this time of year. But I feel like it's a nice change to like a Santa hat, you know, a Santa, and I feel like I'll be a reindeer instead. I just Jan says once, but yeah, I would definitely get. I think you should get some. I think you would suit. I think we could start a little trend of antlers. Jan says, once David reads my messages that I wrote, will he have a change of heart and want to unblock me? It's possible, yeah. It's definitely within the realm of possibility. There's still, like I said, there is still a softness there for you, so it could act on that. It could, you know, act on that. Sid says, if I get a hamster, will my mum help me look after the hamster? I struggle due to physical health issues. I guess a yes on that. Jasmine says, oh, I feel like I look like a baby with the headpieces and short hair. Cute though. You have like baby face. It's cute. I'm sure that you'll look nice. Akita says, so as it came C, so should I end the thing right now or take some time, and how much? Yeah, I'm definitely getting to take some time. Like 6 weeks is coming through. Sid says, did C visit on my 1 year healing journey? Yes, I guess a yes on that. Did Night Guardian B and the Spirit Wolf Pack visit on my 1 year healing journey anniversary? Yes, guessing a yes on that. And Kita, will Jyoti pass the CA exam this time like in January? Guessing a yes on that. Glad to be getting yeses come through. Sid says, will Night Guardian B and Spirit Wolf Pack visit me today? Yes! Oh, we're getting a lot of yeses. Let's keep this up. Pretty girl, how does Mohammed feel about me sending him reels today? Is he open to me or closed off? There is a closed off energy, unfortunately. I don't feel like it's super negative, but it's definitely like keeping a bit of a distance. Rain, should I go to my friend Naz's Christmas concert on the 14th? It's kind of out the way. I guess a yes. Sorry to say if it's difficult to get there, but I am guessing a yes. And Keita says, will Jyoti clear one group or second group or only or both groups or none? Okay. I'm guessing both. So best of luck. Sid, will my mum be able to find my Nintendo Switch in my flat? Yes, I guess a yes on that. And has my nanny sent me a birthday card this year? Yes, I guess a yes on that. Jan says, has he been checking my profile and seeing if I've been posting, and if so, why? I guess a no on that. And Keita says, is S getting too much conservative about her religion? And should I stay away from her? Will she harm me in any way in case of religious riots? There's a huge chance of that happening here. I'm guessing a yes on that, unfortunately. So yes, I would stay away. And just a reminder, I think everyone has done it, but if you haven't liked the video, please just remember to like it. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Sid says, is my liver still fatty and enlarged? I'm not getting any follow-up checks on my liver, but I've been told it will heal itself in time. Yeah, there's definitely still some improvements. Jan says, is there anything I can do to push for David to unblock me? I would say sending the message, but I think it should be short and sweet. I don't think it should be too intense. And I do think it should be, and also not too soon. Not too soon. And Kitty says, oh yes, Christmas vibes. Once I had a dream of someone in white clothes. Once I had a dream of someone in white clothes, fully white, with a stick in hand, standing on a cloud and floating by. Does anyone know what it is? But it does feel good. So a dream of someone in white clothes, fully white, with a stick in hand, standing on a cloud and floating by. Okay. Yes, you're getting energy of like higher guardians, higher protectors, like divine beings. Like I would say like ascended master type. You know. Yeah. So that's really positive. That's like protection. That's like when we get ascended masters as well, it's often telling us that we're being good. You know, we're doing the right thing, making the right decisions, being a good person generally. Jasmine says, should I reinstate my cosmetology license when I get the money? I feel like I had a specific dream that I was guided to do so. Am I right about this? And is this guiding me to go back into this line of work? Yes, I get a really good vibe about that path. So yes, there's definitely one path that's available to you, and I get a good energy about that. Rain, I was given the choice to change the date for Book Love to a different month, an event to meet guys, as I couldn't make it to November's. Should I go to December's or a later month? Yeah, I'm guessing yes to December's, but also there's no negativity if you don't go to that. So it's kind of like, it's like a, yes, pushing you, do go to December. But if you don't manage to go, just make sure you're making the next one. Oh, we have a super chat, thank you very much. Sid says, will Steve visit me today for my birthday? I guess a yes on that. I guess a yes on that. Oh, I totally forgot it's the 8th. I totally forgot it because you messaged me about your birthday and my sale ending on your birthday, and I totally forgot. This is me just having all these things in my mind, like things I had to do at home, getting here on time, trying to get here on time for the stream. So I greatly apologise that I forgot about that. So love, light and blessings. Happy birthday to Sid, and I think everyone should say happy birthday to Sid. I can't believe I forgot about that. I can't believe that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm there's been chaos today or anything's gone, like, it's not like chaotic energies, it's just busy in a positive way, but I'm just trying to get here for stream and overlooking something, so I apologise, but I hope you're having a wonderful day. I completely forgot to say that. Rain says I was given the choice to change, done that one. Akashic for Rain, yes. Wishes fulfilled. So you have wishes fulfilled, so this is very positive. Generally there's an abundant energy around this. It's generally linked to either like home or work. So it's like an increase in abundance, so you might be getting like a higher position or a different position or something where you're getting a bit more abundance. Or it could be moving location to where you really want to go. Generally it's surrounding those kind of things, but it can be wishes fulfilled in other areas. You know, it might resonate differently for you, but just to note that generally tends to be with money or location, feeling positive about, you know, where you are, wishes fulfilled about where you want to live kind of energy. Jan says, if he is done with me, if he is done with me, why hasn't he removed or deleted my alt accounts? Like I said, the option's still there, the possibility is still there. He's not totally done with you. I feel like, I feel like I'm not explaining properly because I feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying. That softness, that emotion towards you is still there, that I said, you know? Oops. Bear with me, sorry, I just have to look at this message if I can. Okay, no worries. Okay, I just have to do that after this. Angel card for Rain. There we are. So we have Life Review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So if you do feel like anything's unbalanced, you have Archangel Jeremiah to help you with balancing. Very nice. Let me just check the time actually. We do still have time, so don't worry. Yes. So we have about 40 more minutes. About 40 to 50 more minutes. Jasmine says, had another dream inside my old apartment at North Lake Hills. It was heavily themed, and Aaron Pierre was my neighbour. What is he symbolising, and what is the purpose of me having this dream? Okay, bear with me. I'll get to that super chat first because they go on a timer. I can't click them after a certain amount of time. So let me just see that. Thank you, Sid. I greatly appreciate that. And last one now. That's okay, don't worry. I'm just sorry if you feel like I'm not going to get to you, that you have to, pay extra, because you remember I don't really want you to do that, but thank you anyway. So will my carbuncle spirit be bound this afternoon, evening, or will it be late at night when I'm trying to sleep? That should be bound. Yeah, it feels more like during sleep, but I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that. It does feel more like during sleep, but I wouldn't worry about that. So dream, Jasmine's dream. So let's see. So it's your old apartment. Purpose of having this dream. Okay. So the old apartment is trying to represent the past, things that are left in the past or from the past. It's like obviously past energy, but the theme with like this person being there and you recognizing this neighbor and things like that. What it's trying to tell you is to be mindful of the people from the past you should bring forward to the future. So it's talking about positive connections of the past. It's talking about the past but in a positive way. So we talk about things to release from the past, but we should also talk about things that we bring forward, the lessons we've learned, the positive connections we've made. And this dream is about positive connections you've made from the past that you need to keep moving into the future with you. So if you've lost touch with anyone who was a really positive connection with you, make sure you're catching up with them. Those people that we always say like, oh, we'll catch up one day, or maybe you've totally lost touch and you want to reach out. Do be guided to do that. So Jan says, why was he thinking of reaching out 2 days ago, and why didn't he go through with it? So he's thinking of reaching out because there is some missing you, but he didn't go through with it because it's almost like not wanting. It feels like drama. It feels like causing issues. Like, I just don't want to cause issues or be involved in issues or anything like that. I just want to kind of relax and not kind of deal with it or face it. Spirit animal for rain. You have the Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. A lot of us are getting this message at the moment, so I feel like with some energies that are around, a lot of us are being in very serious energies. So let's make sure that we are being playful, tapping into our inner child, and being in our more light-hearted, playful energies. Because so many of us are getting these messages come through right now. And Rain, how is Yuto feeling towards his girlfriend? I feel very positive, very loving, very caring. I do feel good energy there. And also, was it good that I made up with him? I did it for him as well, but was it good for me? Yes, I do get a yes. Kevin says, do you see a good romantic connection with me and Shan, with whom I have been talking to? I guess a no on this at the moment. I don't know, I feel like I don't get anything negative, but it feels it's really like a platonic energy that's coming through more strongly. It feels like there's the possibility of romantic connection. I feel like maybe it can open up in the past. It's like an uncertainty. It's like a shaky. Like maybe it can open up in the past. It feels more platonic or casual right now. Someone says, "Can I super chat for faster?" Yes. So sorry. So you're very. Oh, you have. Oh my gosh. Wait. I didn't see that one. Oh, but I answered that, didn't I? Why the Lawyer's Dragon left these energy? Did I answer that? Yes, I've liked it. So sorry. Yeah, we did answer that one. It's about them being really busy and putting you as like a low priority. But yeah, sorry guys. If you are really in a rush, you really want your question answered, you can super chat to get it answered. But we have like 40 minutes left, so don't worry. A love card for Rain. There we are. So we have deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship, so be very mindful. I mean, you're kind of in the chapter of the period, I suppose, where you're heading into new relationships. So this to be very mindful for red flags, very mindful for people who might seem like they're trying to impress you, or trying to how do I say it, like match you. So you know when you meet someone and they have all the same interests, they're exactly like you. They're trying to mirror you because they're trying to get you to like them. But watch out for that kind of energy coming through with new people. And thank you for answering Sunlight as well. Sorry, I'm getting confused there. Love card for Jan. We have, they are the one. You have already met the romantic partner that you seek. So I feel like that's because you're still a little bit connected in the twin flame energies. But I feel more like you're healing and walking towards new connections now. Chakra card for Rain. So you have the heart chakra and perception. So you're going to shift your perception at the heart chakra. So you're going to, I feel like this is opening up to new love paths. I do feel like you're going to realize that you have higher potentials and people who resonate with you more. I feel like this is what I'm talking about. But if you do want to work on a chakra, perhaps your heart chakra, so that's coming through. And you're welcome, Eslila. Since I can see the scheduled streams, Rain says I can see them. Great. As long as you guys can see them, I guess that doesn't matter then. As long as you guys can see them, I do not need to be able to see them. Kevin says, what will I like about Shan the most, physically and personality wise? Physically, I actually get eyes come through. Personality wise, I get like ease of conversation. I get ease of conversation and confidence. So we do have a message from Eslila that a moderator has deleted, so I just will talk through that. So you say how will be the next year for me in love, finance and family life. So guys, even though this is a members stream, we still have to be mindful that there's other people in the chat. We have in this chat today we've had between 7 and 12 people in at a time. I can't do a full, so that would open up a full reading. So to look at the whole year for love, finance and family life would definitely be like a 40-minute reading. I can't sit for 40 minutes with one person, even on a member's stream, so I do apologize for that. If you're looking for a full in-depth reading, you can get them on my website. It's secretfrequencies.com/shop, and most readings are half price for members. So if you look at the price on the website, you're likely to get it for half price as a member. So message me, I will give you a discount code, and you will get half price. So just bear that in mind. So yeah, but I just thought I'd talk through that because I know that, you know, I want to give the members as much extra as I can, but if I sat here with every 12 people that have come in here and did a 30-minute reading, I'd be here for 6 hours, and I can't do that, I'm sorry. So Rain says, how is NASA feeling towards Yuto now that he's back in town? Okay. Feel positive. It feels like there's a higher vibrance, like something's improved there. Kevin says, is my connection with Shan aligned with my higher vibrational path, at least for the time being? Yes. I guess a yes on that. Rain says, how is Yuto feeling towards me as a person and as a woman? I just feel very positive. I feel like that really when I'm looking at this, that energy of relief comes in very strongly. I do feel very positive on it. I feel like there's feelings of, you know, caring about you, like hoping that you do well, wishing well for you. You know, I do feel like the high positive kind of feelings and emotions towards you. I don't really feel like any negativity. And Keita says, should I go ahead with the things/plans in my mind or not? And if I do it, will it be fun and give me happiness? I guess a yes. I guess a yes on that. Jasmine says one time we picked up, Phil did read my email where I said I hated him. By now, has he read everything I ever sent him? And is me saying I hate him keeping him from reaching out? I hate him keeping him from reaching out. And if not, what's keeping him from reaching out? So I do get that he hasn't read everything. And I also get that what's keeping him from reaching out is his decision now to stay in his relationship, or the decision he made previously to stay in the relationship, because there is issues going on there again. Kevin, if Sean becomes my gym partner, then how will that go? Yeah, I feel really positive on that. I feel like it will be a support to you, like a influence, encouragement to you to keep going. So yes. As Layla says, does Lee see me as his future life partner? So I don't see Lee looking at it that much. I feel like there's definitely a understanding that it's very likely to be long term, but I don't feel like he's really thinking about like the other thing, you know? I don't really think that's fully on his mind. So I wouldn't say no, it's just that I don't really feel like he's thought about it that much yet. Jan says, why wouldn't he have a positive reaction to me messaging him on an alt? Why wouldn't he? Well, we got that it's likely that he will. But for the possibility that he won't, it's kind of like a feeling of fed up, like not really wanting to deal with something that's, might be difficult or emotional, or just, like difficult and emotional, I would say. Sunlight says, am I being followed by nosy people or a private investigator on me from anyone? So I do get two nosy people come through, but I don't get private investigator, so nothing that intense, but I do get two nosy people coming through. Kevin says, how will Shan feel if I flirt with him in person? I get like a warm feeling, like feeling complimented, you know? Jasmine says, should I be the one to break the ice and reach out to him, or wait for him to do it? Is he even going to reach out? So I guess a no on you reaching out, and I guess a no on him reaching out. So I'm sorry to say that. Kevin says, how did Shan feel after seeing me in person today? But I didn't and was trying to find him. Don't really get anything for that one. John says, do you see David actually reaching out to me? And if so, when would this be? Yeah, in the case of it happening, it's in the next 2.5 weeks. Rain, how is my friend Nasi feeling towards Yuto now that he's back in town? Okay. It feels a bit neutral. Like it feels almost like, I wouldn't say not caring because that sounds negative. It doesn't feel negative, but it feels like, sometimes when we haven't seen someone for a while and we're going to see them again, we get like excitement and we get like kind of, oh, I'm kind of excited about that. I'm kind of happy about that. It just feels a little bit more like neutral. Like I'm not excited, but I'm just, it's pretty so-so. Jasmine, with all that you've picked up with Phil and the dream I had where he said he sees that I've always been here and we are something but don't get too excited, is this him informing me that consciously realises that it's been me all this time, or what's going on in his head about me now? No, I definitely feel that like the full depth of that is still in the subconscious, unfortunately. I feel like the feeling about me now is like, it's these remnants coming through. It's like that you know, there's still some remnants of, did I make the right decision? You know, should I have this door open or closed? There's still some remnants of that. Jan says, what will prompt him into reading our messages? In order for him to read my edited message, he needs to manually click on the messages to reread it, but he can't just open the chat and read it because he blocked me. It's just, first of all, it's like a curiosity, but then also there's like a like, because he wants to reach out, because he wants to message, you know, because he wants to connect back with you. There is still an energy of, you know, there is still an energy of that. Like, it's still within the realm, it's still within his mind. Like, he's not fully closed the door. And thank you guys for wishing Sid a happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm glad I could talk to you on your birthday. And I will sort out the sale as well. Jan says, what is blocking him from reaching out to me and mending the connection? And I'm honestly just, I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm honestly just really getting this fed up energy. It really just feels like, it's almost like I want to in a way, but I can't be bothered to deal with it. It's like, it feels like it's, maybe he's building it up in his mind that it's going to be more confrontational and emotional than it will be, but that's kind of how he's feeling. So, oh, sorry. So I do have 20 minutes left. I'm just going to scroll down for a moment to let me bear in mind that I'm at Sid saying I'm hopping off now, might be hop back on, but not sure. Thank you for answering my questions. You're very welcome. Love, light and blessings. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your birthday, and I do hope to see you soon. So I only have 20 minutes. I don't know how far. I'm just going to check how far the chat is, and just in case we have people who haven't really had any questions answered or anything like that. So let me just check. Oh, we have Maya and Mazzy. Okay, it's not too far, so we'll just continue with answering everyone. It's just that if there was a lot of people who hadn't been in and hadn't asked questions, I would have just answered that, just because it does take time. So Rain says, is you two falling in love with M? Yes, I do get a yes on that. And hello, Mazzy. Hello and welcome. John says, why does he think it would be a drama whenever he reaches out? Does he think I'm a chew him out for blocking him? Yes, I definitely get that. But it's like building it up in his mind. Like, he's built it up even more. That, you know, it's almost like, even if you did do that, you know, you could still work through it. But it's like he's really building it up in his mind. Kevin, thank you for wishing Sid a happy birthday. Jasmine says, so what's going on with Phil and his wife now, since Facebook profile is still set as single? Why hasn't he went back to blocking me, or is the block coming? Okay. I don't feel him changing the status. I really don't feel like I don't feel like it's in his mind, actually. I really don't feel like it's in his mind to change it. But I also don't see him blocking you as well. Matty says is all married to A. I'm guessing a no on that. Rain says, is the card deception about Yuto, or is it regarding new love candidates? I'm guessing new love candidates. Mazzy says, why does M not want to talk anymore? There's kind of like a feeling of superiority, a feeling of like, I've outgrown you, I've surpassed you. It's a little bit, I would say, ego filled. Maya, hello and welcome. Jan says, if he does not feel like I'm angry and will be upset when he unblocks, is there anything I can do to ease this worry so that he will want to reach out? I feel like your message, like the short but sweet message that we were talking about with like the alt account, feel like that's the only real option. But like I said, don't do it too soon. But I feel like it's the only real option because it's something that he's building up in his own mind, you know? So there's only so much reassurance you can give him about that. But I would definitely try to be, if you are wanting like reconciliation, I would say just trying to be a little bit short and sweet. Acacia card for Maya. Have the One of Keys, the Architect. So this is about building your life. It's building your life, building your empire, but it's with another person. So it usually links to either a job. So if you have like a business partner, you'll build something really grand and great together and be abundant. But if it's not a business partner, it's a romantic partner that you build a life with. Like you find the home that you want to live in together. So it's either work related or love related, but it's really positive, building your castle or your empire with that person. Rain says, what was the point of you two coming into my life? I feel like I dedicated a lot for not much in return. It has been quite painful. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a life lesson. It's definitely a life lesson, but the main lesson here is coming with the healing from it and the moving on. So how you deal with healing and moving on is the main lesson. And some of the things that you've done, like even when you were talking about thinking that the new partner seemed cool, you know, or whatever you said. I used using the word cool, but you might have said a different word. But that shows growth, and that shows like high energy, and it's all about that. It's about how you're healing, how you're growing after it. That's the main lesson, life lesson. Mazzy, will I have enough to make ends meet for the rest of the month? I'm guessing a yes on that. So love, life and blessings, abundance to you. I'm really hopeful, wishing for you as well. And Rain, why did you ignore my question when I casually asked about his girlfriend? There feels to still be an awkwardness around that because of the connection with you. Starseeds from Maya. So you have love. Live your truth and share the love that's in your soul. So don't be afraid to share the love that you have. You know, whether that's platonic love with friends, family, love to your animals, plants, you know, or romantic love. Jan says, what are Caden's thoughts, feelings, and intentions with me? Any changes on when he's going to reach out? I don't feel any changes with Caden at the moment. I feel like pretty stagnant energy with Caden at the moment. Love card for Maya. Here we are. So you have distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. And Mazzy, was our priority to R more, or was it A? I'm guessing A, unfortunately, there. Angel card for Maya. There you are. So we have clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So improvements in your clairvoyance, which I do believe you already have, but any improvements on it, Archangel Raziel can help you with that. Knocked away. Rain, is he attracted or have romantic feelings towards me or not at all anymore? I feel like there's still remnants there. I do feel like there's a little something. Spirit animal for Maya. Canary spirit! Sing your own song. So it's all about your voice, your throat chakra. You know, standing up for what you believe in, speaking your truth, expressing what you want to the world, not dimming your light or your voice. Does NASA still have romantic feelings towards Yuto? Slightly. I would say slightly. Maya, you're very welcome. Rain, did my casual asking Yuto about his girlfriend give him the impression that I'm romantically into him or that I'm okay with it? Yeah, it gave the impression of still having romantic feelings. Sunlight, who are the nosy people following me? So we get a female who's a little bit older than you and who is I would say mostly I think it's online. I think there's something, I don't know if like social media or something like that, or trying to find you online or looking at what you actually do online, something like that. But then you also have a older male as well who seems to be physically around you at some, it's not like stalking, but I would say like that, you know, if they are around you, if they do see you, there's a lot of glances, there's a lot of, or even like talking to people about you. But I wouldn't go as far as to say like stalking or anything like that, so don't worry. Jasmine, so I guess I did pick up them going through a rough patch in these recent dreams the past month, yes. What was the time from them having this spat and me dreaming about it? Like, did I dream about it before or after they had the spat, and how far apart from the time they had the spat and when I had the dream? Okay. Yeah, so it seemed like you dreamed about it exactly around the time that happened. I would say like maybe about 2 days before. Sunlight, how did they follow me? Oh yeah, so I just answered that unknowingly, so hope you heard that. Jan, is there any messages I can possibly send on an alt that won't make him feel negative, and if so, what would he respond politely to? Yeah, so it feels more just like a very short but sweet message saying like, you know, I would say something really simple like maybe, you know, you could say something very light-hearted like let's be friends again, or you know, we shouldn't fall out over this, or you know, um just something really short but sweet. I wouldn't put too much emotion into it, you know. I would just say like, oh, I kind of miss hanging out with you a little bit, you know, just something that's very light. Absolutely, you're welcome. Somebody says, why are they following me? So from the female, you get a little bit of jealousy. From the male, I get a little bit of like attraction, interest, you know. Thank you for saying happy birthday to Sid as well. Jan says, when would he manually click on all messages in chat to reread due to me being blocked? Yeah, so within 2.5 weeks. Ankita, so should before ending things in 6 weeks, as you said, should I go ahead with this plan? So it's coming through as yes. Rain says, was you two ever falling in love with me at any point? I get a no on that. It doesn't feel as, it feels like it was, I would say like it's the energy of before you're falling in love with someone, where it's like that really deep care and you begin to kind of feel like there could be, it's like you begin to feel like there's a possibility here, and if there was any other options or people around you, that path begins to narrow. It feels more like that, like just before heading into that falling in love phase. I do feel like he's already in love with Em, but I feel like they're in that stage of like falling in love. Jan says, would he have a positive reaction to my edited message on my main account in our chat? It was lengthy, but it was heartfelt and very honest and apologetic. No, I guess a no on that. That feels like too intense. And Kita says, will I meet someone new 2026 or stay alone or with existing people? So yeah, I see possibility of someone new mid 2026, but there's two different paths. There's a possibility of meeting someone new mid 2026. There's also a possibility of staying with someone you're already connected with, staying with someone from the present moment. Jasmine says, is Phil watching my profile, and if so, what will he think since yeah, so I don't get like watching it. It feels like one moment of looking and thinking of reaching out. I don't feel like fully watching it. Rain, did my message overall give the impression that I still have romantic feelings for him, or just the question about his girlfriend? Just the question, yeah, I feel like it's just the question. So let's say, do you know their names of the people following me? No. It takes if you get names or initials or anything like that, it can take a long time to come through the ball. Again, it's like something that I would take time with, and probably not do on a stream. It's something that's a little bit more in depth when we're really trying to get like full names, yeah, especially full names. Ocean, will reuniting with me bring back any romantic feelings or attraction towards me, or make him realize he's only into M now? Yeah, I'm leaning towards realizing he's only into M now. I apologize about that. Chances, when would be the best time to send a message on the alt? I feel like if he doesn't message within the 2.5 weeks, or maybe 2, that'll be a good time. Jasmine says, I probably shouldn't have never done it, but I told him before I know when they go through it. Did you think of me telling him and when they're going through it this time? And if so, what were his thoughts this time? I get a yes on that, and I get that that's kind of where some of those remnants of still kind of feeling like that he wants a connection with you are coming through. So it's more like that. It's like he feels like he gets this feeling like, oh, maybe I made a mistake there. You know, it's like a little worry, like maybe I'm out, and then it's like looking for you. Ankita says you skipped one of mine. Will my BF regret if I leave him? Will the Lord punish him good for hurting me? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't see that one. Will my BF regret if I leave him? Yes. Will my Lord punish him good for hurting me? Yeah, there's definitely karma with that. Ocean, why did the question about his GF, his girlfriend, make him think that I'm still into him? Isn't a pretty normal question to ask? I feel like he just thought that you were bringing that up to see if maybe he would open up about some issues, or I just feel like, but I feel like don't kind of get it wrong though, because he knows that he used to have feelings for you and that he used to be more into you, and I feel like it's because of that. You know, it's not like if you were just a friend that he hadn't had feelings for in the past, I don't think it would have prompted that. But it's because he had feelings for you in the past that I prompted that. But I don't think he's certain you still have feelings. No. Jan says, will he not want to message anymore after reading my edited message? I feel like he wouldn't want to message after that, definitely. Rain says, may I have an Acacia card for my connection with Yuto? Okay, the Master Artisan. So this is about perfecting something. So I do feel like this links to that kind of aspect that we were talking about before, when we were saying that the main lesson of this connection is how you handle the moving on, and I feel like this is related to you perfecting this. So it's like perfecting that lesson, learning that lesson, handling it perfectly well. Like what you're doing is handling it perfectly well, which is why you're getting the master come through with that. And as well, it's feeling good in that place. So it's rooted into that place where you are feeling good in that place. You eventually come into feeling good in the place that you're in. And Keita says, will my BF and his family face karma? Yeah, yes on that, certainly. Jasmine says, so why shouldn't I reach out to him then? It just feels like you're still really being guided to a new path. It's just really like, I get really strong guidance to a new path, unfortunately. But you know, it's always up to you. Your guides will always support you, and you know, sometimes we have like life lessons, and we can learn them with any person. So you might not necessarily have to learn a life lesson with that person. If you break up with that person and move on to a new one, you just learn the lesson with that one instead. So it's like, you know, your guides are still going to give you the lessons that you need to learn, no matter who you gravitate towards or what you do or where you go. So if you feel really drawn to do it, then, you know, ignore me and go ahead. Ankita says, how will be the girl my BF finally be marrying? Will he ever regret hard, like how much, and try to get me back? Yeah, I definitely feel like regression trying. So on this path where I see you with someone new, I do feel like you break up, like I would say it's pretty soon actually, like in the coming months, and I feel like there's trying to get you back in about 3 to 4 months after a breakup. 3 to 4 months after a breakup. But how will be the girl that he will marry? Okay. Very nice, like kind of innocent, shy kind of energy from this girl. Jasmine, what would happen if I reach out anyway? Yeah, so like I'm saying, guides fully in support, but I think, so we'll look at like him messaging back. I get like about a 20% prominence of like a full conversation opening up. Rain says, I'm feeling really unattractive and sad about the Yuto situation. May I have a message from my guides about it? That's more of a channeling question. It is more of a channeling question. But ultimately, like what I would say is keep up your self-care, keep up, work on, or if you don't do it at all, work on your solar plexus, because you really need to focus on your own self and your self-confidence, your self-love, your growth, with everything that's the guidance that you're having here about momentum moving forward and healing and growing, and even heart chakra, working on that as well. I would say, but yeah, if you want to, we're getting to the channeling in 2 days. So if you do want that as your message, just make a note of that and send that to me. We can do a channeling for that. Oh, Mazzy sent a. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Does R love me more than A? Guess a no on that, unfortunately. It doesn't feel too different. It's pretty close, but A is a little bit higher. I feel. Ankita says, if you can say if how long he's going to miss me, like months or years or forever. It feels like strong missing you is like half the length of the relationship, but then there's little periods of life where maybe he's lonely, where you come back into the mind, and then there's regret and missing you. Rain says, oh yay, when does it look like I'll reunite with Yuto? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that, if you mean like reconcile, I'm not sure. So let's see. So we do have to go in. Oh, we have a little bit of time. Let me just see the chat. We should be okay. So Jan says, so to clarify, would be best that I delete the message I wrote on my edited text on the 4th and wait for him to reach out in 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah. Everything you're saying, I say yes. Ocean, will his GF come back to Japan and our hometown this month? It's highly likely. Rain says, sorry, I'm asking a bunch of questions now, so you don't have the reading I ordered. Oh, yes, because you have follow-up questions. I know, I do. So let's, we can alter that if you need to. So just send me an updated message maybe, or I'll read through it and, I don't know, see if there's anything else that I can add maybe. We'll see what we can do with that. Acacia for Jan. Paths unknown. So you have paths unknown. A lot of options coming to you at the moment. A lot of options for your life path, a lot of different things that you could do with your life. Going into a free will period where your decisions really matter. So you're not being guided to you're not going to a predestined period of your life at the moment. The decisions are very up to you. So be very mindful about the decisions you're making, but do know that it's very important. And it usually links to, when it scrolls, it usually links to work and study, but there can be other areas of the life path as well. Sid, thank you, I appreciate that. Forgot a question. Will I be able to get down to 8 stone on my weighing scales that are at my flat without wig of you? Yes, I guess a yes on that. Irene says, why is he falling in love with M? What is it about her and what wasn't it about me? Okay. So to me, it feels like there is a really strong physical attraction, but also feels like it feels like I feel more connected in a like likes, dislikes, humor, and kind of the maybe topics of conversation, I would say, seem a bit more compatible. There's a bit more of a compatible energy there. Not that it wasn't compatible with you, but just seems more compatible with this person. I keep to say, so he makes my life hell and gets a great, shy, innocent girl. What kind of karma is that? Yeah, but it doesn't last. Jasmine says, I might ignore you. This is the exact reason we missed our opportunity to not be together in the first place. He thinks opportunities are supposed to drop in his lap. Totally, guys, I read what comes through in the ball and what comes through in my my abilities, but ultimately your intuition, your guidance is always the most important thing, and I will always say that. I can give you guidance, I can say what I see, but always go, ultimately, if you really strongly disagree with me, you know, let's still be best friends, you know, but always go ultimately with your own intuition, and it's okay to do that. If you come on and you say that you've done something that I gave advice not to do, I'm not going to be like, well, I told you so, and I told you to do this. I will never, ever, ever do that. I always think you are the ultimate guide, you know. I'm just trying to help, and hopefully I do help in a lot of ways, but there's always times to go on your own path and take your own advice, you know. Ankita, how will he face his karma on little lights on situation? Yeah, so it's the marriage not lasting and ending up alone in the end. So ending up alone in the end. Mazzy says, will my brother get the new job? Looks high prominence. I get like about 70 to 80% on that too. Best of luck to your brother. Rain, is there a way I can avoid Yuto without it being awkward? Not avoid, but minimise as much as possible. That's the guidance I get. I rarely feel like avoidance isn't really very possible, but minimising is. Jan says, let me just check the time, sorry. Okay, so I do have to go in about 2 minutes, so let me just check where we are here. That's okay. Right. Jan, when Makeda message is looking, yeah, I just don't see it right now. I'm sorry. Jasmine, he completely missed the ball, thinking decisions were made for him when I was right there. I know. I agree. You know, I totally feel like this is why even when twin flames are so disconnected and it's just so stressful, why I still support it, because I can totally see how much more important and stronger the connection is with you than with her. You know. And Keith says, what kind of karma did I attract from a relationship? Is it good or bad? So you got both karma. So you got both. So you got good karma, but you also got some bad. Don't forget, if we put ourselves into a situation where we're being treated bad and we don't get out, you've got to treat yourself just as well as you treat other people. So if you're bad, negative to yourself, you get the same karma as if you were negative to someone else. So if you're putting yourself in a position where you're knowingly being treated badly by someone when you could leave and save yourself from that, you will get negative karma from that. I'm really sorry to give that information, but you will. I love you too, Jasmine. I love you. You know that. You know that. I do believe. You do help. I hope you know. I said that to you in good. No, totally, totally. Always, always. I'm never offended or upset or anything. But I'm just here to try to be the strongest light and the most positive I can on your life path. Take or leave anything I say or do. But I'm always here. You know. So yeah, so we'll do one last card for Rain. Let's do Starseed. And then I will have to jump off. So I do apologise for that. But it's been amazing to connect with you guys. I'm so glad I got here. Just buffering at the end. I'm really sorry about that. So, but I was just saying, I'm really glad I got here just about in time. I'm glad I got to connect with you guys and didn't have to miss the stream. And I hope to see you, as many of you as possible tomorrow. But like I said, I'm not sure of the time yet. If I can jump on just before and tell you, like give you a short or a post update, I will try to do that. But I will definitely be on tomorrow at some point before 3 p.m, which was the time this one started. And then the next day the channeling. Remember we have the channeling. Hope to see as many of you as possible, but don't forget the later ones will be around the 15th 16th time, that they are scheduled too. If you can't make the first one, don't worry. I don't want you missing sleep or anything like that over it. I will see you on the next one, but if you can't make it, that's great. But yeah, last one for Rain. Dreams. The universe speaks to you through your dreams, so you might be getting messages, signs, symbols through dreams in the coming days, or this chapter of your life path. So make sure to maybe start a dream journal or get back to dream journaling if you used to do it. And yeah, dreams can be very important for messages. And yeah, it's been amazing. So I will show you guys around. the place that I visit tomorrow, which apparently has a few spiritual stores. I will show you my new addition to my miniature sound healing collection, which will be a singing bowl. And yeah, and we will do a stream, bone reading or aura. Maybe I'll do a poll and see what you guys want the most out of bone reading and aura tomorrow. Love, light and blessings to each of you. Can't wait to connect with you soon. Hope I can see as many of you as possible on these earlier streams. Love, light and blessings. And remember as well, I'm always welcome for you you're always welcome to connect with me off stream. So don't forget my Facebook, Discord, email, all in the description. Check out my website if you need any readings. Message me before you buy anything because they will be half price for you. But yeah, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And if I miss you or don't get back to you, always feel free to prompt me. Like I said, I'm never offended. Just I get busy. I'm all on my own here. Sometimes I get a lot of orders. Just say, Venus, you're missing me out. You haven't gone back to me. Just tell me. It's fine. So love, light and blessings. Oh, Sunlight. My Facebook, email, and Discord are all in the description. So click the description of this video. If you've got Facebook, you could have email. Do you have email? I have 2 email addresses linked there. So just send me an email. Is that okay? Can you email? Worst case scenario, you can just comment on my Facebook, YouTube post. If you go to my YouTube post, just comment on one of those. We can have a chat there. We can have a chat or email. So my email's in the description of the video. So yes, hope to hear from you.